Hello, in my last vlog I said that I would share with you some of the natural techniques that I use to combat my migraines. If you suffer from migraines, you'll know that sometimes the medication that you're prescribed becomes less effective over time. So I've found that these natural techniques actually really work, and they have stopped my last 3 migraines in their tracks. So if this video can help just one person, then it's worth my time making it. So I really hope this helps you. Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other techniques that are effective for your migraines, then please share them for anybody else who may see this video.
So the first thing to do is to run a sink or a bath full of water as hot as you can stand. Obviously be careful not to scald yourself, but it's got to be really hot, because the idea is that you put your hands and your feet into this very hot water, and it will draw the blood away from your head, away from the veins in your head and towards your extremities, and this will relieve the inflammation and therefore the pain that is happening in the blood vessels in your head during a migraine attack. Do this as soon as possible in order to halt the process, and I find this is very effective. Just relax and stay in that position with your hands and feet in the water for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just try to take some deep breaths and relax while you're sat there, and keep the water hot, so top it up from time to time to keep it effective. The other thing to do is apply pressure to a key pressure point in your hands.
Either you can work the pressure points whilst your feet and hands are in the hot water, or you can do it afterwards. It doesn't really matter. So here's what I did for my hands. So there's an area just here, which if you press it hard, it's quite tender, feels a bit sore, and that's where you need to press. So you press here as hard as you can. I usually hold it like that for about a minute before releasing. And if anything, it just takes your attention away from the migraine pain. Get right in the muscle there and press really hard. And once you've held it for about a minute, do the same on the other side. Right here, and press down, and that releases tension actually in the muscles throughout your body, but I find it especially effective for a migraine.
If you find that the first 2 techniques aren't effective, then you could try reflexology on your feet. I'm a trained reflexologist, so I feel qualified to show you exactly what you need to do on your own feet in order to help with migraine pain. So remember that first of all, your toes are the area of your feet which represents your head and your neck, and these are directly linked by the nerves. So they're the nerve endings, or the reflexes, that if you apply pressure to them can help send messages of relaxation to those areas in your body. So here I'm working the whole area of the toe with what's called the caterpillar technique, and you need to be very thorough with this and try to cover as many tiny points as you can in your toes with pressure. Here I'm using my knuckle. You can use just the tip of your thumb, or you can use a knuckle if you would like a little bit of extra pressure. Then you can work each separate toe. Each toe is linked to your head and neck area, so you need to work each of them. So once you've worked each toe thoroughly, you can also do the solar plexus area, which just helps you to unwind generally. So you can do circular massage in this area here, and you could also look for the point, which is a very sensitive point in the center of your big toe, which is linked to your pituitary gland. You can apply pressure there. That can help balance out hormone problems that you may be suffering from, which can often be the cause of migraines as well. You should also work the front area of your toe and the sides of your toenail too, as this will affect areas in your head and your face as well. Often with a migraine you can also have pain in your back, so if you have that, then you can work the vertebrae by applying pressure to the corresponding points all the way along the inside of your foot. So very slowly moving up the inside of the foot and then back down with the opposite hand, applying little points of pressure as you go, which will help to relieve tension in the whole of your back. If you have an area that is more sensitive, then you need to work on that area a little bit more. I really hope these techniques help you. Let me know in the comments below, and if you have any other natural techniques that you find effective, then go ahead and share them.